Gotta say, I am a big fan of the upright fridge. This is a new install for me, but I'm a bit of a convert. I mean, it's much the same as your fridge at home. You can see everything immediately that's in that fridge and it just tends to work. But it does need a gaping big hole in the side of your four-wheel drive to install it. So it does make installation pretty difficult. And I think there is still a place for the chest fridge or chest freezer. So I'm actually running both here. I've got my upright fridge on the other side, obviously, and then I run this as a pure freezer. And that really does work for me because it really gives you those long stretches in the bush, and as long as you remember to defrost at around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you will have nicely defrosted meat ready for tucker time that evening. But you do have some challenges when you carry around a chest fridge or freezer, and you can see it right here now. So this vehicle is not overly lifted, it's not running massive tyres and massive suspension lifts, but you can see straight away that my vision into the fridge is pretty impaired. I've kind of got to crane my neck up and over, and hey, I'm over 6 foot. So if I'm having a challenge, a lot of other people around camp are going to have a challenge as well. So to bring that down to the right level, something like this power slide from Clearview is a really great way to go. It just brings things down without having to break your back to a perfect level so I can see right in there nice and easy. Now, if I didn't have the space to have a upright and a chest, what would I do? Well, in that case, I'd probably go for a combi, something that is a fridge and a freezer in one, and that would probably be a chest design because you tend to find the uprights are either fridge or either freezer. They don't tend to have that combination too much, or at least the freezer will be tiny and it'll ice up all the time and that sort of stuff. So I tend to prefer the combi when it comes to the twin. What do I mean by a combi? Well, that's basically when you've got half a freezer and half a fridge. And in that case, if you do go for that, you're probably going to want to look at something like a easy slide or a power slide, because that's going to bring that down to the right level. Because in most four-wheel drives, especially those that are set up for touring, they do have a 2-inch lift and a little bit of a tire lift and that sort of thing. So you will find that they will generally run a little bit high. So if you can bring them down to that usable level, it just makes everyday touring a whole lot more comfy.